Okay, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Again, my name is Keisha. Welcome to the new people that just found the channel. So, let's talk about it. So I've noticed with me becoming a truck driver about 6 months ago now, there are people that like to pop up in your life and take an interest into you, which is perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong here. It's perfectly fine. But let's really get into detail about what we actually be dealing with. So, one, one, you have people that, of course, likes to find those who are in, or shall I say, who have certain jobs where they get paid a little bit more, if you know what I'm getting at. And they like to try to use you for what you can do. You're gonna run into a lot of that outside on the road as a truck driver, because people in general, when they hear somebody is a truck driver, they automatically think, oh yeah, they making big bank, and oh, they getting money and this, that, and the third. Y'all, I'm gonna leave that to a different. I'm gonna leave that to a different video. We're gonna stick to this one. But anyways, so it's all fun and games, y'all. It's fun and games when you hear that the person that you might be interested in is a truck driver. And for some people, it's not fun and games, because a lot of people are very clingy and like to be up under their partner, spouse, or whatever have you, at all times, or whatever the case may be. It's entirely up to that person and how they feel. But you do have certain people that's like that and want to be up under their partner, and they're not able to all the time. Yes, if you have a work from home job and you can take your PC, laptop, or whatever the case it may be on the truck, then that is wonderful. But let's be a little more practical here. A lot of people don't have work from home jobs, and that is completely fine as well. So it's not one of them situations where you can just call off work for about 10 days or so and be like, oh yeah, well, I'm finna travel with my spouse or whatever and be gone. Yeah, that honestly, that's not how that's going to work. Well, I can't say that's not how it's going to work, but that's not how it works for a lot of people, because depending on the job, the time, and etc., you're not able to call off like that. Um, Being in a relationship with a trucker is like being in a long distance relationship. Even in long distance relationship, if y'all live hours away from each other, your partner may come for like the weekend and then go back home, or however y'all decide to do that. And it's basically kind of the same with truck drivers, because me, with my position and the job that I have, I'm usually on the road for 10 days or so, and then I come home for 2 to 3 days, or however long that I need to be home. I just let them know when I'm ready to go back out on the road, and they find me a load and I'm gone. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind if my spouse comes on the road with me. If it ever gets to that point, I do not have a spouse at the moment. But yeah, it it is what it is. But just in general, and just to talk about it and bring the conversation up, it is not easy sometimes being in a long distance relationship. And yes, us as truck drivers, we do get bored, we get lonely being on the road. And the whole thing with lot lizards, or whatever y'all decide to call them, it's not really a true fact with depending on the state and everything like that, because I've been all the way up from Tennessee, well, I say Alabama, to Maine, and I have yet to see any lot lizards or anything like that while being on the road. And that's even as a female, and I parked some of everywhere, whether it's at a truck stop, on the side of the road, off the side of the highway, the off ramp, on ramp, or whatever you want to say. We rarely see any of lot lizards, or whatever you decide to call them. So the drivers still get lonely regardless of what you think, unless you have like a friend or something that's in that state that you're already in and you're able to actually stop and be like, okay, I'm, parked such and such and I'm in your state, you should come see me. But that's not really the case for a lot of us because we be tired. And if we're not driving, we've ate, we've showered, and we're going to sleep. That's mostly how a lot of us deal with being on the road for real. Like we're tired. We're tired. We're sleepy. So if we're not sleep or driving, we either eating or showering. And that's it. That's all. A lot of us do not have time for the rest of the added activities. But don't get me wrong. Now, if we had that person, then I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be no problem at all. Because when you're with your person, it's different. So you're able to actually enjoy. But, it's a lot into it. But I'm going to make a few parts to this anyway. So I get more in detail about everything. But it's a lot to being on the road, y'all, for real. Like, it's not one of them things where, you could just call your spouse and be like, come on, get in the truck. We finna travel for 10 days, Because it ain't like you got to spend money, on food. You spending money on food, yes. But you have beds in the truck. You can get a microwave or mini fridge or whatever you want to put in the truck to help with food costs and stuff like that instead. But you don't have to pay for no hotels. You don't have to pay for no rooms. You don't have to pay for no Airbnb or whatever you decide to do. You can just sleep in your truck. So that helps with the cost of being on the road too. And it's big enough for you and another person. So, when it comes to being in a relationship or just having that person, it's enough room for the both of y'all on the truck. But it's still hard, especially when the person not able to take off and stuff like that. So you get bored, you get lonely, and you spend most of your time sleep. Or if, you can, on the phone 24/7 because you want to be around that person, but you can't. So the phone is the only thing that you have. But I'm going to make a part 2 to this. So I'm going to get some more extra details out there for you guys. But for now, this is part 1 of many. No, I'm just playing. It's probably just going to be a few extra parts after this. But thank you guys. I will make another part to this probably tomorrow or whenever, honestly. It's probably going to be tomorrow, I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to make another part. Thank you for watching the video. If you did all the way through, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for me. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get this off the ground. But that's all I got for right now. Thank you guys. Bye.